Y'all sleeping on this anime. This is such a good anime. Like, look at that animation. Oh wait, sorry. I think I'm confusing you guys. This is what the actual anime looks like. Netflix released a new series called Romantic Killer, and I know what you guys are thinking. Oh god! But I have some pretty good news for you. This anime is actually pretty good. When I first watched this anime, I was like, Then I saw this face and I was like, okay, this is pretty good. The animation itself is pretty funny. In almost every situation, they make the main character Anzu have an over-the-top reaction with some of the best facial drawings. Like, take a look at some of these facial drawings. It's so beautiful. The story goes something like this. A girl named Anzu loves playing video games, and she always ignored everything and anything that has to do with romance in real life and prefers romance in video games. Because come on, virtual romance is better than real life romance. Okay, back to the story. So then this potato-like figure comes popping out from her TV and tells Anzu that she has been selected as a first test subject to test out this program to get people to fall in love to help the declining birth rate in Japan. Which I personally think there's a better way to go about that. The Magic Potato's main goal is to get people together for the sake of love, for Japan's dwindling population, and most importantly, for money. Anyways, this potato says she will grant Anzu a life that is like an ultimate game for her, which includes a typical wall pin, guys falling on girls, and getting her chin tweaked, which all actually happen in the reverse order. She wall pins a guy and falls on top of a guy, and it's funny because she actually calls it out in the anime herself. Hanzu completely rejects this potato and tells us that she doesn't need a romantic life since she has a romantic partner already. Yes, her cat. But then this potato tells her that you have no choice but to participate because I took away your 3 most valuable things in life. Her video games, her chocolates, and her cat. And she can only get it back after she falls with a Ikemen, which means a hot guy. Anzu still found this hard to believe and tries her best to get her hands on her 3 most valuable things. But she has trouble obtaining them because her video games were turned into beef jerky, all the chocolates in the store has been sold out, and her cat has been taken with her parents as they fly to America because her dad supposedly got a new job over there at this specific time. And this was all due to the Magic Potato. Now Anzu lives alone and is forced to play this game set up by this Magic Potato. But Anzu is not your typical heroine. Instead of saying something like, I'm gonna beat this game, she instead says, I ain't playing this. Shit, I'll do what I want. So Anzu does her best to avoid falling in love with these guys to get back at the potato who robbed her of her valuable things. But what she doesn't realize is, when she tries her best to make herself look unappealing, it is actually having the opposite effect on her. Then we meet Ikemen guy number 1, whose name is Tsukasa Kazuki. His character appears to start off as a cool and cold person after he bluntly rejects a love letter from a girl. You would think he is a narcissistic person since that's how these guys come. But Kazuki is actually a warm and nice type of guy. He is known to attract a lot of girls but pushes them away for a certain reason. But this guy is attracted to Anzu because Anzu is avoiding him. In other words, she's playing hard to get, which this guy kind of likes in a non-romantical way at first. I like his character since he doesn't seem to be like the people pleaser type we see in most animes. When a girl asks him out, he says no, rather than accepting the love letter and playing with the girl's feelings. And when a girl asks him for his phone number,
教えたくない。あと、俺にまとわりつくのもやめてくれ。
and later down the road, it's revealed that his backstory is actually pretty dark. Now introducing Ikemen guy number 2, whose name is Hayami Junta, aka the childhood friend. Right off the bat, we know his chances of getting with the main heroine are slim since childhood friends never win. And funny enough, a character actually calls him out on this and breaking the 4th wall in the anime. Junta, the childhood friend, is a fake childhood friend made up by the Magic Potato because Junta is actually a regular guy who doesn't really know Anzu, but the Magic Potato brainwashes him into thinking he is actually Anzu's childhood friend. just to add the childhood friend type of character into this game. And the potato says Junta is in love with Anzu, so all Anzu has to do is tell him that she likes him and he is hers. But what's really beautiful about this anime is that each character has their own level of depth into their character. And it makes you realize that these guys are their own person and not just some side characters to help the main character's story more interesting. And even though these guys consider each other as rivals in a way, they actually start to develop this kind of bond with each other in addition with Anzu, and start to have this fun vibe while living with each other. And what I really love about this anime is the main character Anzu herself. She started off only caring about her video games, her chocolates, and her cat, to caring about other people in her life. And it's amazing how selfless she is, because we would think she's a typical shut-in gamer who is very shy with people and not standing up for herself and others. But she is not those things. She's the type of person who can read people's emotions and can tell when they feel uncomfortable in certain situations, and thus pulling them out of it. And Anzu's ability to stand up for other people is pretty contagious in a good way. For example, her best friend Saki used to be a cute, innocent girl that couldn't stand up for herself, and after being friends with Anzu, she became a cute but outspoken girl that is able to stand up for herself.
おっぱい何かっぷーうわマジで聞いてるよちょっと本田君は何センチえ
I find Anzu's character very refreshing since she's not your generic female lead, and overall this anime was actually a fun anime to watch. In the end, I would recommend watching Romantic Killer. Sure, it may not be the best rom-com out there, but it sure is a different kind of rom-com. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and if you like this video, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button, and leave a comment below of what you thought of the series if you watched it. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you all soon.